7 years old who passed, but he had fought and fought and fought. And here's Tom.
Bear with me for just a moment. I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity to speak here today at the Nunn County Relay for Life on behalf of our son Max. I want to thank you all for trying to do your part to end cancer. I'm sure many of you are aware of our son Max and his fight with cancer, and there are probably luminaries around the track with his name on it. In the past, we have been involved with the relay for many years. We walked the relay track many times and have been a part of efforts to end cancer as a family for a number of years. We were on Miller's Mob, which is certainly out there today in memory of Bob Miller, who was a wonderful, kind man that was taken by cancer. Max's mom worked for Bob, and he inspired us to get involved. We wanted to do our part to stop people from dying of a curable disease. And one day, out of the blue, our son Max got sick at the age of 7. He got diagnosed with brain and spinal cancer. The type of cancer he was diagnosed with had no known cure, but we still kept hope that we would find a cure for him. He fought for 2 years, and childhood cancer took away his life in the most horrible way imaginable. There was no inspiration whatsoever in the way that he died. His pain was unimaginable, and there was little we could do but to hold him and tell him that we loved him and that he was going to get better. We lied to him while he clung to life through his last dying breath, and we told him that he was going to be okay. That is the truth of childhood cancer. No new medicines except for one in the last 20 years. And only watered-down versions of adult treatments are being given to children today, and they are just not effective at all. It is not fair, and it is not right. We owe our children more than that. We owe them the first cure and not the last one. It is proven with research that funding equals a cure with breast cancer. What used to be a death sentence is now a treatable disease in many cases. And many women are winning the fight of their life. The same goes for other adult cancers such as colon and prostate. The same advances have not been made in the more than 100 kinds of cancers in children, though. The incentives are not there in place for drug manufacturers to invest in pediatric cancer due to the lack of numbers of patients to get a return on their investment. It's really that simple. Children are dying because they are not profitable. We as a family watched many other children die after Max, and each school day in the U.S. there are 7 more children that die and 46 that get diagnosed. Since our son died 660 days ago, 4,620 other children have died in the United States alone. 23,760 children have been diagnosed since our son died. Worldwide, the numbers are much more staggering. Best estimates are 200 die each day, and 600 are diagnosed each day around the globe. Now let me give you some more terrible numbers. For the $75,000 that was posted in the paper that this event is expected to raise, just $375 will make it to researchers to find a cure for cancer in children. That is 1/2 of a penny for every dollar you folks raise. Our son Max walked bald on chemo for the relay until we found out the truth that the American Cancer Society gives very little for pediatric cancer research. It's an outrage, and it should anger every person listening to these facts. Children should not come last. I recently had a conversation with American Cancer Society donor representative, and she told me that childhood cancer is a misnomer. There are no cancers that affect just children, and that is why they do not target childhood cancer. She could not have been further from the truth. There is a long list of cancers that afflict just children, and I'm uncertain if the American Cancer Society really even knows the real numbers or if they are just in denial. I have to assume that all the money that we raised past relays did not go towards finding research for children. Some of you might think that I'm just an angry parent who lost their child and has taken my anger out on the relay, but you cannot be further from being right. I want to see change and priorities made so children come first in any cancer foundations until the time comes that the American Cancer Society makes sweeping changes. We cannot support their efforts, nor should you. Do not let a corporation pretend to be a cancer charity using children's images to gain donations that they are not giving to children. We reached out to the American Cancer Society when our son was sick and received no help whatsoever from him. No direction on where to even look for medicine. Everything we had done for the American Cancer Society did not help our son. Please ask the folks who volunteer for this event to ask hard questions of the higher up in the society. We as a family have helped raise over $100,000 for pediatric cancer research through foundations that specifically target research for pediatric cancer. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Gold is the color that symbolized cancer awareness in children. Everyone knows what the pink ribbon stands for, and I'm very happy for that. Now let's let the world know what the gold ribbon is for childhood cancer. Please do diligent research. Who are you participating with as a charity? It's time to make children come first. I love you, Maxwell Kincaid Nunn. I'm sorry that I could not save you, buddy. Stop childhood cancer.
Thank you, Tom. And now we'd like to hear from Zach, who is a survivor and has been doing very well for many years.